Let me hear you say. 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 Let me hear you say.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, blades of all ages, good evening, good morning, good afternoon. It is I, Navy Montel, your frosty bearded Blerdicorn here. Hopefully you guys are taking care of yourselves, do what I tell you to always do, because especially now with the weather getting weird, hopefully you wash your knees, covering this, staying as far away as you need to, or as far away as you need to, looking out for yourselves, your loved ones, and each other. Thank y'all so much for popping up in here today. Today, I am excited because I get to talk with some creative minds who created such a phenomenal, it's, how do you put it into masterpiece? There we go. Masterpiece. There we go. Midnight Comics, we are friends, definitely friends of the creators of Midnight Comics, you know, Lloyd and Tasha. They have created this amazing initiative that, truth be told, is probably one of the most genius things around. And they have brought in 3 teams of phenomenal creators, writers, artists, just beautiful, brilliant minds. And we're going to get a chance to chat with them as they all came together as part of the Midnight Showcase. I like just put this here, like, bam, there we go. Midnight Comics Midnight Showcase. Da, 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 da. Yeah, let's go. Go. I get so excited because in this day and age, creativity is not being recognized enough, especially if it's coming from us, our people. So wait for folks to pop up in here. If you're here in the chat, please say hello. I want to definitely give you that love. You're on Twitch or you're here on YouTube. Y'all coming in here to just help celebrate creativity, positivity, as we elevate, motivate, inspire, and encourage others to be their best blerdy and nerdy selves across the board. But as you all know now, Blerdicorn Convos are live. Yeah, we are here to talk with a couple of the members of the team. I call them the Chiroptera team, or Team Chiroptera, because it sounds really cool. So who are you? I am part of Team Chiroptera. Oh, what country is that from? Don't worry about it. We're here to take care of a job. And they're going to talk about this amazing, incredible project they've been working on. And I've already looked at it, y'all. Let me tell you, I'll buy it. I'll buy it. If there's a variant cover, I'll buy it. If there's multiple variant covers, I'll buy them. I just have to save up the money. That's all. I have to save up the money. But before we go on to get started, I want to do a couple of things here real quick. I like to do this in the beginning. That we can get it out the way. If you don't know anything about Otaku Noir, please go do them. They are the only independent blind box business Blerd owned. Go check them out. They are incredible. They take creations from different Black creators, put them in a box, and you say, here, you want to go ahead and celebrate what they're doing. Comics, novels, and all types of things. So if you put my promo code, you get 10% off. Navy Montel, but check it out. Also, you like my headband? You like it? Go to Believe It or Not. That is one of my most incredible friends and very talented. We just finished our local anime convention here, and she was bringing out hoodies, shirts, headbands, all handmade by her. Go check her out on IG or go to her website at believeitoronot.com and go show support to another Blerd creator. All right, there's enough of that. All right, we're gonna get into it. So, ladies and gentlemen, may I have the honor of introducing you to 2 members of this most esteemed team. I wish I could get the whole team on here, but you know, life be lifing. First, I want to bring on the Miss Mimi.
Oh, hi.
Hello. And then we're going to bring on Cece. Let's go. Hey. Hey, everybody. How you doing?
I'm doing great.
Just great. That's it. After all this amazing things y'all created, that's it. Just great. Oh my gosh. We got to start all over again. Let me put y'all backstage. I'm not going to just kidding. So if y'all be so kind, please introduce yourselves to everybody out here who is watching. We'll start with
you go first. Okay. So I'm Mimi. I work for Midnight Comics. I was a concept artist for them, and for Team Chiroptera, I would also say, I guess you could say a concept artist, but more so I tend to do the background illustrations for the comic. Yeah. I'm Cece.
This new for me, y'all. Bear with me.
Yo, we with you, baby. We with you. We with you. Trust me. It's Sunday. It's Sunday. We all probably got itis in some shape or form. I get it. Go right ahead.
Okay, I'm CC, y'all. I was a writer for Chiroptera, but actually for Midnight Comics originally, I started off as a blog writer, and then somewhere down the line, that shifted into me being the social media manager, and that's my main thing. And yeah,
Okay. The queens of all trades up in here, concept artists and bloggers and social media and everything. See, this is why this whole project was so successful. And the Kickstarter is currently out. We're going to post that up here in a little bit. 20 days. Y'all have the opportunity to support this amazing collective because this is just one of 3 projects that are up. And I ain't going to lie. When I had the chance to look at Chiroptera, I said, I will never look at Pokemon Go the same again. I will never look at it again. Look at my phone and go, I don't need Pikachu that bad. I'm good. I'm fine.
We did our job.
I'll just you did.
Sure did.
Oh my gosh, you did. And for what I saw, I am so on board. So I guess the first question out the gate. You know what? No, not that question. Not that question. Are y'all anime fans?
We are.
Okay. What anime are you currently watching?
Ooh, what do you? Because So I recently.
It could be old school. It's fine.
I recently watched the Chainsaw Man movie, literally yesterday.
Gotcha. What you think?
You know, y'all are not gonna like my opinion.
Come on, this is a safe space. It is a very safe space. Go for it.
In my opinion, I feel like it was just okay. Like if I had to give it a rating, I would give it a 6.5 out of 10. Like it was okay. Like above average, but not. I'm sorry. I don't want to give out the reasons because it's still fairly new, right? And I don't feel like a lot of people have seen it yet.
Okay.
But just know my constructive criticism, because it's still a good movie, I feel like it's a valid criticism.
Okay. So what about you, CC?
Gotcha Yakuta. I'm all on that right now. I started reading the manga, I want to say last year, because one of my artist friends, he put me on. He was like, did you read this? I'm like, no, I never heard of this book before. I've been hooked ever since. And I knew it was going to get an anime with just looking at the first page. I'm glad to see today.
All I can say is, my goodness, Gotcha Yakuta, a friend of mine recommended it to me. Once I started watching it, I stayed on it. I was hooked on it. The animation, the story. They don't take any prisoners when it comes to that story. It's just like, they ain't messing around. Oh my gosh. Every trauma you could think of, they hit. And you stay glued to it.
I really like the character design a lot.
The animation style, I think, was what gets me, because every type of emotion that's conveyed is seen, and you can feel them, whether they are disdainful, they're happy, they're angry. And I was feeling it the whole time. So I'm on board. So what y'all think of season 1 overall?
I'm excited to see the rest of the manga to be adapted. And I think this is actually a really good adaptation, because I actually took a break from anime, because with JJK, Chainsaw Man, that led me to go back into reading manga. Because I'm like, I love what I'm saying, but
Mimi, don't do that. Mimi, don't do that.
JJK has been getting a lot of as much as when it was hype, everyone loved it. And then when everybody hated it, they hated it.
You know what?
That's where I'm at.
I feel that. I feel like I think JJK got way too much attention, and there was too much of an expectation as the episodes went on. So as it got close to the main story arc, I was like, okay, now it's on a precarious edge. People are going to really. I enjoyed it. Honestly, I enjoyed it. But I also like Windbreaker more.
Okay.
If you haven't seen,
loves Windbreaker.
Windbreaker is fire. I said first 45 seconds of catching hands. There's no superpowers. It's just human ability and heart.
I haven't watched Windbreaker yet, but everyone says it's the better version of Tokyo Revengers.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I hear it all the time. I hear it all the time that people would rather watch Windbreaker over Tokyo Revengers.
Wow, I have never heard that before.
That's crazy.
I can see that. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. So do y'all have a comfort anime, your go-to that you'll watch over and over and over?
Psychopaths.
I like you already. Okay.
The Psychopaths is really, really good. It's a part of my top 5, but my comfort anime is Dead Man Wonderland.
Okay.
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 Literally my number one. And after that, it's Bleach. So
the only thing missing from this whole discussion and conversation is food. That should be a table full of food in front of us right now. Talking about, girl, let me tell you about that Full Metal Alchemist. Let me tell you, they didn't get the rap they're supposed to, because Brotherhood is like, yeah, I know, right? It's just, but what can I say? So y'all have been y'all been a part of an amazing project right now. Mm-hmm. And you're one of 3 groups, 3 teams on the Midnight Showcase, which, truth be told, is actually a pretty awesome story. So how did y'all get involved in the whole showcase project in the first place?
Honestly, I feel as though initially it started off with us doing projects for Midnight Comic, and then they wanted to experiment with something. So this was like completely new and foreign to them. So they were like just testing the waters. Mm-hmm. But I remember they'll be like, you know what, since we're doing this internship, it'd be cool if you guys make your own little short story or comic, so to speak. We're going to try this out, and we're going to see if we can get the ball rolling on that. And that's essentially how it happened. And so that was our task. And then we would meet up every Monday to check in about our progress, about the stories. We had deadlines, and then we kind of derailed off those deadlines. You know, that's essentially what happened. And now we're here.
So with now, was the project already presented to y'all, or did you have to come up with a concept idea, a story in itself?
Well, we were given a theme, a genre, thriller.
Oh, okay.
And then we were separated into our teams, and then we could just come up with whatever as long as it was a thriller. The other 2 teams, they took on an interesting take. They went noir, detective with it. Then they went to tech vigilante. And we were like, let's just do a slasher kind of thing. Like a straightforward, or let's really get into the thrills. And
I like what y'all did. Just because I did see the other projects. Like, those are dope, but yours are so unique. Because it goes on a take of something that a lot of people can relate to. And y'all hear me say this, Pokemon Go deserved a slasher. Okay. Deserved it. And these amazing people wrote it up. So y'all mind if I show them some images from this whole
yeah.
I just got to make sure, because, you know, technologies and everything, you know, to make sure it's a technological. So let's go ahead and share that. Make sure, because the crazy thing about technology, sometimes you just got to make sure you're doing it right. And boom. This right here, I'm going to tell you, when I first saw this, the main thing I thought of is, I like the creep factor. I like the creep factor. And this is gorgeous. Honestly, this is gorgeous. So, Mimi, did you do the artwork for it, or was it you and another member of the team?
It was me and another member of the team. So shout out to Haikusifer, because like there was a time where we were all just going through a lot, and she really like pulled a lot of weight. So she was working overtime. So she did the cover. And for the panels that you'll probably be showing later on, I did the illustrations for the background and some other art, but I don't want to say too much. Okay, that's spoiling.
No, it's not spoiling. No, because we want them to come and support this Kickstarter that y'all are doing. So no, you're doing right. You go ahead.
But I gotta talk to my I gotta get permission from my writers. Okay, I can't just be saying stuff all willy nilly and then make it upset with me.
As it happens, we have one of the writers in this whole conversation. Oh my gosh, this is wonderful.
Well, Kaylee, you are good to go.
Okay, one of the villains in the story, I did not send you an image for this, but one of the villains, I guess you so to speak, in the story, I illustrated, and I think I did a really good job. I think it made enough people uncomfortable when you see it, and I'm really looking forward to that.
So let's see. This was the next. Now, is this going to be a alternate cover, a variant cover of the comic?
I would say that it's not going to be an alternate cover for the comic, but I will say within the comic, you will get some sneak peeks about the art process as a whole. So
Okay.
this was just like the making, like basically the flat colors before you got the cover itself without all the lighting and rendering and shading and whatnot.
It looks good. It looks really, really good. I really like this one though. This one really got me. And you see the frog hat in the snow. I'm going, oh, what happened to the? Oh my God! See, now I'm invested. This scene is one of the ones that made me invested in this. So
drawing that background was so therapeutic for me because I was just drawing a bunch of architecture and subway stations. So to draw something like nature, it's not as I guess when you draw, it's not as structured. So you get a lot more freedom. Sorry, I had to throw something in the trash, but you get a lot more freedom. And it was really nice. And I really like our creative direction that we're going with it, with the limited use of color.
Oh, you know what? We got us a special guest intruder. Don't think for a second. You know, we're gonna stop sharing this for a second because we got us a special guest intruder. Someone whose face does not pop up very often, but when he does pop up, he's got plenty to say. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be watching. Shows up out of nowhere. What's up, man? What's going on?
Hey, everybody. Sorry for being late.
Man, whatever, man.
You know, daddy duties, helping do a child's hair and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's what makes you a superhero, though, man.
If you say so.
You know what? Wow. Okay.
You know, feels like a supervillain most days, but you know.
See, this is why we can't have nice things, you know. How you doing, man?
I'm here. I'm excited. I'm happy to see so many beautiful faces and ready to talk about this comic we're doing.
Yeah.
These ladies they've been taking the lead. They've been running with it. I honestly am very impressed with what I've seen. As you could tell, I've been showing some of the images from the project that they submitted to me, and I'm already invested in it. So, Will, are you and CC the writers, or is there one more person writing?
It was one more writer, right? I'm not making that up.
Yeah, Keandre.
Yeah.
Right now.
Okay, so I will ask one of the writers, since y'all have become the brainchilds, is which one of y'all would be willing to describe the story of Chiroptera? Don't get your eyes all big now, man. Don't get your eyes all big. This is what we doing. Mimi, this is what you had to deal with. Oh my gosh. See, and I had to pray for Cece too, because she had to deal with you too. Oh, good Lord.
No, like
I am very, before he gets you.
I'm very buttoned up in our Discord. They didn't even understand what Chaos Demon was all about.
He didn't. Sure didn't.
He earned that legend. That's a fact. Let me tell you. It's my brother from another uncle. But I'm gonna tell you, this man come out of nowhere and will just make you break no matter what.
But our story is, I feel like it gives 80s kid adventure sort of throwback vibes. A small group of friends going on an adventure with a little bit of, spooky twist.
Mm-hmm.
And add into all of that, like, what if Pokemon Go was a real thing? Like, what if Pokemon were real and roaming around, and how that just wouldn't really jive with the real world? And so you sugar spice everything nice, boom, that's our comic.
Okay. So what was the challenge of writing this? Because as a whole, from what I understand, it's a pretty broad concept and go in any direction. But what was the challenge of narrowing it down in the direction that you wanted to go?
We had a lot of different ideas. And it was more so like what stays, what goes. A lot of ideas, we just simply combined it.
Okay.
And I would say also another thing that was pretty hard.
He had to go change the diaper. When he disappears, I know he's changing the diaper. He did the hair, now you got to do the poo-poo duty. So it's fine. So you go. It's still you, CC. Still you.
Another challenge I would say is location, because the story takes place in Detroit. I've never been. But we wanted somewhere cold to really set the scene, because I don't think this story could happen during any other season. Like, the winter vibes perfectly adds on to the eeriness and the suspense necessary.
You think of how many movies and shows have we seen that do focus in the suspense genre or the thriller genre that were in a wintertime setting, like The Shining. The Shining is the main thing I think of, because they were stuck up in there. They couldn't go anywhere. And then homie went crazy. I was like, okay, if it wasn't snowing, she'd have been gone.
Mm-hmm.
And Scatman Crothers wouldn't have died. Well, look who decided to Joe back up again here, ladies and gentlemen. Bam.
My internet won't let me be great. I'm sorry.
So Cece was talking about some of the challenges, and I don't know if you heard, but she mentioned one of the biggest challenges was location. And the setting for this comic is Detroit. Were there any other cities that were? I was about to ask. Were there any other cities that were candidates for this, or just like Detroit, straight cold Detroit?
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. Mimi, as a concept artist, how did you decide to come up with, or you and the team came up with the vision of how this looked?
A lot of Pinterest. A lot of Pinterest. And we kept bouncing ideas off of each other. Because, again, I'm not an avid book reader. I know, I'm sorry, tomato. But they are, and they also pulled from different resources or different novels more so that they've read, in comics that they've read. And we kind of just threw ideas out there, and that's when we started brainstorming. And especially when it came to like the concept art, when it came to our characters, we kind of just looked at different art styles that we thought would be best fitted for our comic, because initially we didn't know what we wanted it to look like per se. We knew we wanted an element of surprise, and we thought it would be really cool if it looked really cutesy to catch everyone off guard.
That you did. You definitely did that. I was like, wait a second. Why do they look adorable? And I feel like there's going to be some sort of, why are they chibi? Why'd you make them chibi? Oh goodness. I wanna bring this image up really quickly, because you sent this to me before, Mimi, and let me get the share. He disappears again. There we go. Siblings Darnell and Star join their friend Evan. There's always an Evan, y'all. There's always an Evan. It's unbelievable. Move this out the way. Get out the way. Evan on the quest to catch a popular monster in his favorite mobile game. When Evan's phone prompts them to go to the middle of nowhere, the unsure siblings loyally follow their friend. What started as a game quickly turns to a spine-chilling stop in the cold, dark woods. Oh my goodness. Ladies and gentlemen.
So adorable.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Adventure.
We have an Evan. We have an Evan, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. So if I'm catching this correctly, they have a friend who wants to catch this very rare monster, but they have to go way out.
It's kind of accurate. It makes more sense to me that a bunch of children will wander off, as some do. They have very curious minds and venture out and take the game a little too seriously, and they end up in the middle of nowhere. Versus, like, for example, you watch a scary movie and then these adults get themselves in random stupid predicaments.
Oh no, I when I tell you I enjoy the concept, I just had a flashback of how many times me and my friends would go wandering in the woods behind my grandmother's house. And the next thing I know, 2 or 3 hours later, we have no idea where we're going. It's like, do you know where we are? There's old man Perkins' house. I mean, we ain't far from grandma. We ain't far from grandma. And then you turn around and try to go back in the opposite direction. It's like Blair Witch Project before it was Blair Witch. Ooh. So this is for everyone. This I'm curious about this for everyone on the team. What was the biggest challenge for this project for y'all?
Well, I'll go first since none of y'all want to.
She's like, I'll take the lead because y'all scared.
As Team 2 said in their interview with Anime Ink Art, time zones.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a lot. But outside of that, really just condensing.
Yeah.
We did a lot of condensing. Like so many rounds of condensing. And yeah, I would say that's the biggest challenge because we had so many big ideas, but so few pages. And yeah, it was a lot just trying to cram them into that.
So were you restricted by the number of pages you were allowed to utilize for the comic?
Originally, not only with the thing being thriller, we were also to do 7 pages. But as time went on, as things got created, very clearly we did not stick to just 7.
7 pages? Oh my! 7 pages is not a. As a lifelong comic fan, let me tell you, 7 pages, you're just getting started in the story. You find out who's pissed off with who. I know that had to be a challenge. So, so were you able to stick within the 7 pages, or did it expand?
Only for us, only a little, but the other teams, they went way beyond that. We're talking about 7 times 3 times 4. Okay.
Oh Lord.
But we only were a little bit beyond. We're looking at around 17, right? So yeah.
That's still pretty respectable.
Yeah.
That's still pretty respectable. And y'all don't have ads in your comics. That makes it even better. I got to worry about, do you want to buy candy? Can you please let me get to the next page? Buy a pair of shoes. So what about you, Mimi?
I think when I would hear you guys discuss like some of the hardships of making the comics, I heard from Keandre that it was extremely difficult for you guys to write children and just make it come across as believable and realistic that this is how a child would act and this is how a child would respond. You know,
I would agree with that as well. Yeah, that was another thing. I'm glad that he said that. That's actually a very good point.
Shout out to Keandre, one of the writers.
The dialogue for a kid was very hard to like put my mind in the frame of, especially since I do have a younger niece. But I don't know how kids talk these days. I'm Gen Z, but that's not enough for me to be like, oh, I know all the ins and outs. So yeah.
But as long as you don't have 6'7" in the comic, I think it'll be just fine. we ain't gonna do that because I have been asking for days. Someone could please explain to me what that means, and nobody can tell me.
It's literally just brain
It don't
rot.
mean nothing.
Yeah, it's just brain rot. That's it. I also was confused at first, but then I figured out it's just brain rot. It doesn't really mean anything.
So everyone's watching. The official statement is it doesn't mean anything. Okay, it's just randomness, random on a random scale. Yeah, Nyla, hold on. Not 6'7". Yes, and she said it too. It means nothing.
Yeah, just brain rot.
It's just wow. I would rather they use their linguistic skills to say something a little bit more constructive, but that's just my hope. What about you, Will?
Honestly, for me, the hardest part of the process has been sort of managing imposter syndrome, because
Really,
the rest, everyone on the team, sans myself, is an artist. So CC, writer, also an artist. Like, so once the script part was done, I felt like, I don't know, like we're in the NBA finals and I'm like the 11th dude on the bench. I'm just like, I'm here if you need me, guys. Just, and they're posting these gorgeous images. Like, what do you guys think about this? I'm just like, wow, I am really blessed. I'm making a comic with LeBron James and Kevin Durant, and here I am just holding towels and holding down Gatorade in case y'all. Like, so that was, shout out to the entire team. These phenomenal people I get to work with kept coming back. It was like, no, Will, you're a part of the team. We like you. We want to continue working together. It's like, you're good. I was just like, guys, say so. I believe in you. Just
oh my gosh,
managing that was the
I need you to embrace this, because this is one of 3 collective teams that have come together to put creations on paper and put them out. And I'll say this as a lifelong comic fan. Nothing wrong with Marvel and DC, but you really get tired of seeing the same old thing all the time. And not just that, but you don't see enough Black writers, Black artists, Black creators in the forefront. And Midnight Comics has been spotlighting nothing but melanated talent since inception. So to see this whole collective together, the Midnight Showcase come together, I am in awe. I am honored to have this opportunity to chat with y'all, because y'all put something together. Even as I'm looking at the panels, I literally just want to open this book right now and just start reading. It's like, you need to read this, but what about, you need to read it. Don't ask questions. Just read it. I want to bring another image up that actually answer the question, because when CC mentioned about dialogue, especially dialogue for of a specific age, I think you nailed it. Move that out the way. I should be home watching Cluck Tales right now. Mm-hmm. Dang, it's already that late. I can hear that. I can hear that. That was, oh wow, that right there. And these images, this is beautiful. Beautiful. I just want to make clarification. Was any AI used in the creation of these images?
How dare you say that?
I have to, you know what? And I'm not asking to, I'm saying this because there are people out there who will still fight and say it is the easiest way of doing things. I said, but you're taking away from the spirit of creativity in the first place. You're literally kneecapping people who love to draw, who love to write, who love to create, who have honed their craft. This right here is an example of the craft being honed and being shown. and being appreciated by yours truly. This guy right here. Let me see if I can pull another image here. This one. you chose a perfect night for this, E. It's gonna be all worth it once we catch the legend. Trust. That one friend. I'm glad you captured that one friend who's trying to be in and didn't quite, but they're too cold to complain. Yeah. But this one actually got me though. I read this and I went, oh, what's going on here? Even the hat. Can we say something about the hat, please? The hat that baby is wearing. That's the MVP as far as I'm concerned, because that hat is so reactive to everything. Who thought of the idea of that hat?
Lucifer.
Yeah, I got to give it to her.
Yeah.
I would love to pick her brain, because that part, even up here at the top where she's shivering and the hat's going, yeah, damn, it's cold. Why are we out here? And he says, you chose a perfect night. He says, maybe you wore gloves or a hat or a real coat. And they both have the same face. Literally looking at him like, you knew it was cold when you came out here. We think we live. I really, really enjoyed this. Just spot on chef's kiss for this right here. Is this the monster or the Titan that they're trying to go after?
Yeah.
Yes.
The Bat Titan Veil Shade. You never believe in my dreams, dude. I'm really rooting for you, Evan. There's hope out there somewhere, bro. There's hope out there somewhere, bro. I just So coming back to y'all, why Pokemon Go?
Why not? Now I'm playing, but
Don't be like that. You got a Gengar behind you. Don't do that.
honestly, I think we were just throwing out a lot of ideas, and as per usual, we were just yapping. All right. So initially, it wasn't like, I said this previously, but initially, it wasn't going. It wasn't gonna be Pokemon Go. Like initially, we were also gonna write about something super serious, about like a small town dystopian cult and whatnot, and then it transferred over to what if we do something dealing with the government, and like the birds are actually spies in their cameras, and then we bounced around and then we realized that's a little too long to write a short comic about, and how would that even be possible? And so then it turned into, what if we do something surrounding a video game? And then we were talking about Pokemon, and then we turned into, okay, what if we do a horror dealing with Pokemon Go? And that's when it kind of just transcended from there.
Okay. To be fair, mobile games have, and the other thing I liked about this concept is that people immerse themselves in mobile games so much so to the point that they'll go with whatever directions are put in front of them in the game just to get to the next level, to get that next item, to get that next buff. And sometimes you don't realize what you're giving up in order to get to that point in real life. Some people will spend the money. Oh, I got to get this, so I'll spend however much. And I see this here. I just like this really mirrors real life. This really does. I play Marvel Snap. I'm not gonna lie. Don't yell at me. I play Marvel Snap and playing since inception. And have I spent a little bit of money? Yes, I have. Because I got caught up in the fervor of getting that one particular card or getting that buff or getting that exclusive. So I feel this. So people who play mobile games will definitely stand behind this story, and even more so just want to see, does he get the veil shade? Does he get the veil shade? Okay, I'm worried about the other two. I'm not worried about the veil shade, but I am now curious to see who they encounter or what they encounter along the way. So I get to ask y'all this. What has been the most favorite part of this whole project?
I will actually say our meetings, because we are so funny.
We are very funny.
We're so funny. I love my team. I'm so glad and grateful that I got to work with this group of people on this amazing story.
I agree.
Oh, there go the heart from the. Oh, what about you, Mimi?
I would have to agree because I didn't want to come out and say something real cheesy and be like, "It's the great people we met along the way." But like Cece is right. I would never trade my team for anyone else. We all mirror each other's personalities so well. So I think that's kind of how we tend to get work done a lot. We're very open when it comes to communications and our ideas. If something's working, if something's not working. If from an artist standpoint, I think these guys do great with giving us constructive criticism or just maybe throwing out creative ideas. It's not in some teams, some people, I wouldn't say teams like I know, but in some cases, when you are working on a group project, perhaps some people tend to be a little more harsh to changing something, or perhaps they don't agree with it. They'll be like, no, this is stupid. I want da, 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 da. And I'm like, dang. But they're like, maybe we should try this. Maybe we could do it from this angle. It's I think there's a compromise.
I can see that. What about you, Cece?
I would say since we had so many ideas, right? It also helped that with all these ideas, and since we're coming from different walks of life, we like a lot of the same media. Like we've seen a lot of the same anime, a lot of the same video games, a lot of the same books, shows, all of that. And that really helped pull this together. Because we're all just getting the downloads from the same stuff. And it's like, yeah. And that's really what helped a lot artistically with the style. We pull from many different popular things. Like for like the overall tone and darkness of the book, we talked about Until Dawn.
Yeah.
For the style of the characters, we talk about Scott Pilgrim versus the World, the comic book. And
oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay. What about you, Will?
I just, to echo the comments before, the group itself is really amazing. And the fun part about some of our meetings, like their meetings, we're coming together to get some work done. Like we're supposed to be on for like an hour max and like get off. And then 3.5 hours later, we're still just like keying, like, what you think about this? Oh, okay, cool. Edit. Anyway, y'all seen this episode of blah, blah, blah? Like, it's just a natural, friendly, and productive vibe without any sort of tension. And I don't know, it's just good spirit, good vibes every time.
And that's always important, especially when you're working with a team of creative people. You want to get along. You want to have that connection. You want to have that vibe. So that way, when you do come up with ideas, people are more open-minded to understand where you're coming from and say, well, I can see that too. Let's add to this, or let's expand on that, or let's try a different direction. I've seen so many projects rise and fall on ego being placed in a place where there should be no ego. It should be just the creative process. And for what I've seen with this, y'all got it nailed down. Even Nayla agrees. I think it's so beautiful to see Black artists and characters. The comic/cosplay scene can be so microaggressive and sometimes overtly racist. Cheers to you guys. See? And throwing flowers at y'all because y'all deserve it. I said what I said. Y'all deserve it. And this is the cover if this is a cover, I'm getting this. Okay. The hat right there. Now, some people in the chat have been like, let's talk about the hat. So I wish, oh my gosh, I wish we could have her on because I really would like to get in the mindset. But when the hat was introduced, what did y'all think?
I thought it was cute, but I think it started off with, oh, this is just a simple accessory, because she is essentially the glue of the group. She's super cutesy. I wouldn't say she's mature, but she definitely comforts for others and she's empathetic. and understanding, you know. But then it kind of transgressed into, well, what if we kind of just make it into this is like an extension of her and what she's going through, like to showcase her emotions or kind of foreshadow something happening that the audience can't see, but the hat can see it.
To be that companion or even a part of the wardrobe that the audience can look and go, they see it just like we do. Okay, we can relate. Okay, I see. Okay. I think that the frog hat is phenomenal. Does the hat have a name?
I don't think the hat has a name.
Yeah. No.
Okay, everyone in the chat, your job is to name the hat. Okay,
That's
we're gonna
so
give this
funny.
hat a name. Okay, because this is a part of the. Say what?
Hattie McDaniel.
Hatfield McCoy. How about that? Uh-huh. So you get that. You get that. So I want to bring the Kickstarter up on the screen because we definitely want to get this out here. Where are you? Where are you? There we go. Boom. For everyone watching, this is the Midnight Showcase Kickstarter that is currently out. It has been fun. It is over halfway there. This is exciting. 36 backers, 20 days to go. I know things are rough and I know things are crazy, but if you have the opportunity, if you can't contribute to it, at least spread the wealth. Spread the word about this project across your social media, especially if you want to see this, because on the front, you got Chiroptera on the front, you got Latchkey here, and you got Into the Abyss. Now, I'm not going to lie. Out of all three of these, Chiroptera and Latchkey caught my eye right away because the uniqueness, the way it presents. But Chiroptera, after seeing the concept, I'm definitely invested in this. So if you want to be a part of it, you could do the digital for a $10 donation, or you could go and get the physical for $15 with the add-ons with the stick. Oh, the star and the frog sticker. Oh, let's go. See, you hit me right here in the sticker heart. Okay. See, you're not playing fair. Okay, this is not fair. Okay. And if you want all of it together, you have the bundle, which is the physical, which also the physical copy, the poster, the sticker, and the frog pin. Not the pin. And I'm a pin person too. Y'all are really not making this easy on me right now. Oh my goodness. But yes, this project is up. It is still active. They are halfway to their goal. These three teams have come together to create something phenomenal. So I gotta ask this, and I'm gonna take this down, and I'll put the link for the Kickstarter up here in a minute. But I have an idea about Will. However, Mimi and Cece are unknown territory. Where does your Blerddom journey? And he disappears. What the deuce? I didn't want him to leave. Okay. Where does your Blerddom journey start? What was the genre that just said, this is me?
Michaela, you go first.
All right.
I knew she was going to do that.
I want to say initially it started around the first grade, and I got into art around the first grade. But I was friends with this girl, and I'm sorry, I was reading the comment. But
no, that's another hat suggestion. Hatman Crothers. Let me stop. We got some amazing people that are watching, so I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're okay. I got into art around the first grade, and I was friends with this girl, and she introduced me to Sonic. And so it started with me liking Sonic a lot. And then it segued into anime, and I would watch or sneak and stay up and watch Adult Swim and watch Toonami. And I would watch when they had Bleach and Inuyasha and Cowboy Bebop. I think at some point they had Fooly Cooly. Don't quote me on that.
They did have Fooly Cooly.
Okay, and like Eureka 7, if y'all know what that is.
Yes, Eureka 7, yes.
Classic. And I would be watching that. And I was already into video games at a young age because I had a Game Boy and my dad smashed it because he lost at Donkey Kong Returning Country.
Cece had the same face that I did. Same face. I'm going, I'm sorry, you lost and you destroyed your child's toy because you lost.
And he was at the final level. I get it. It got replaced, but I get it. That game was kind of hard, but I would be playing that, or I had the GameCube and I would play Smash Bros. Or Mario Kart Double Dash, and it's kind of where it all started. So I've always been a big old nerd.
I ain't mad at it. What about you, Cece?
I would say, well, actually, funny story. My earliest memory is actually when I was 3, and Naruto was on the TV. And my older brother, he's actually what got me into any of this, because he did the Dragon Ball, he did the Pokemon. I mean, he had a whole like container of like a bunch of Pokemon cards, like this huge thing. Wow. And he was into Yu-Gi-Oh too. I never got into Yu-Gi-Oh, funny enough. But that's where he actually got me into all of this. That's where it started. But I didn't start practicing my nerdness on my own until I want to say around elementary school. Mm-hmm. When a boy, he taught me how to draw. And then I've been drawing ever since. And then around middle school, I fell into the wet pad pipeline. And me and my homegirls at the time, we wrote, I'm not going to get into exactly what we wrote, but just know that we wrote a little story on Wattpad. And then that's when I started writing. And yeah, the rest is history. But I've always been a huge gamer. Gaming is very big in my household. Always been me, my older brother, and my little one. We all play games, even to this day. I don't know if you can hear my little brother now, but he's screaming at somebody as we speak. And
I can't, but I believe you. I take your word for it. You can hear that passion. Shut up in there.
That's us 24/7.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow. So would you say you both as video gamers, you're highly competitive?
Honestly, yes. I tried it. I started off with being like real chill, real laid back, but like I try to be the one to be like, oh guys, we're just having fun. I'm just doing that to lie to myself because I'm a sore loser. Like if I lose, I'm turning off the game. So there's no evidence. Wow. Yeah, that's right. That's why I don't be gaming. I don't.
Well, I appreciate you letting us know that, because I ain't gonna lie. If I lose, I feel that on the inside, but I'll still say good game, and I'm gritting my teeth. Yeah, good girl. You did wonderful. Good job.
I'm extremely competitive. Like I take Apex Legends because that's really my bread and butter. I take Apex so seriously. That's because I grew up on Call of Duty. I've been playing Call of Duty since it was on literally the DS.
Golly.
I love me a good first-person shooter.
So you the OG, huh?
Yes. I don't take losing well, but me, the moment the game ends, I'm ready to reload back up. Let's just do this. Let's go
run it again.
Immediately.
I can see you just taking the two locks that you have, tying them in the back to keep the hair, and just get that serious look like, and grabbing the stick and going, run it again.
That literally be me. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. And y'all brought up so many different things, especially Adult Swim and Toonami. That was an introduction for a lot of people in the anime, but it also introduced people to creativity. And both of you basically have said this has helped in the creative process for yourselves and a lot of others. And the proof is in the pudding with Chiroptera and all the other projects that you've done. But would you, if you could give advice to someone who's getting into writing or being an artist or anything like that, what kind of advice would you give to someone coming up or someone who is still, plying their craft?
No, Cece, I'm nominating you this time.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say Cece ain't gonna put it off for you this time. I'm gonna say Cece, you've been undefeated, but now you've been defeated. Just saying.
Okay, I guess I'll go first. Well, what I would say, and I guess, okay, this might be, I don't want to go into the whole grind set kind of way of thinking because people need rest. But me personally, I do highly recommend, if you just starting out with writing, drawing, any of that, anything, do it as much as possible. Make this your whole personality. Like when I first started drawing and I realized I want to do this for real, I was like, oh, I'm a full-time artist. So then I couldn't go back. Now that's literally who I am, and everything got to revolve around that. And then I did the same with writing. Then I did that with social media. So yeah, I say just literally let the passion that you have in the moment consume you, so you don't have to rely on motivation.
That's pretty sound. That is pretty sound. What about you, Mimi?
See, I'm the complete opposite because like determination and motivation is how I've gone through a lot of aspects of my life, even with drawing, which is not good because you experience burnout. But whatever. Anyway, but I would say in my case, if you do start, oh, you're back.
Had to change another diaper, so it's fine. So I figured that's what it was.
Not diapers, Jesus. No, never again. We're not going back.
But I would just say, essentially, when you do get into like drawing or writing, I would say just don't put a lot of expectations on yourself. Like a lot of people enter it and they have so many unrealistic expectations and pressures that they put on themselves, and they start comparing themselves to other artists or other writers. I just say have fun while you're doing it. Explore different avenues. Don't limit yourself to specific art styles. I'll say that. Consume different mediums, because I think it makes it more satisfactory when you do it versus just worrying about the what ifs or just sticking to one particular style or emulating someone, and therefore you put yourself in a box. So
okay, I can understand that. What about you, Will?
Real quick, even though I was stuck in the void and y'all couldn't see me, I heard the part of the conversation about losing the games, and I just wanted to say I'm a sore loser, and I endorse being a sore loser. Don't be a bad loser. Like, don't be like flipping the table over and wanting to fight folk, but be a sore loser, because let it hurt. Use that pain to come back and whoop some ass the next time, because that's how I teach this child. She want to get into competitive swimming. I'm like, you about to see a side of me you ain't seen before. I hope you're ready. We don't lose in this household. But
that part.
This is advice to people that want to do this. I love what Pastor Cece was talking about, taking us to church. Talking about, you want to be a writer? Right. Get after it. I heard that. I felt that deeply spiritually. To do it, like there's nothing stopping you from doing it. Like it feels like, oh, I have to be signed by Marvel to be a comic book writer. I have to, write for Sony to be a screenwriter, or whatever the case may be. You're a writer right now. Write and just continue to work on your craft. Scene by scene, page by page, and just build on your skills, and you will get where you need to go.
That's actually all the advice y'all given is very sound. Depending on what your mindset is, all of it can be applied. And I'll add to this too, as a content creator and someone who's done YouTube and things like that for a while. Don't be afraid to try. Do not be afraid to pick up that pen or sit in front of that keyboard or brainstorm. Don't be afraid. Don't worry about what other people are going to say, because these aren't their ideas. They're yours. You're creating something beautiful. Don't worry about their approval. The only one that should be approving is you. It goes back to what Will said about imposter syndrome. We've all had to struggle with that at one point. But I think coming together, especially with this project, y'all have created something that people can connect with, especially with youth, the joy of gaming, but also that thrill that goes with seeking after something, but the unexpected comes out of nowhere. And how do the intrepid heroes deal with a situation they've never been a part of? And what is the name of the hat, ladies and gentlemen? We need to name the hat. The hat needs a name. If y'all want, and you know what? Here's what I encourage y'all to do. Go to the Kickstarter. I'm going to put the link up here. Come on, get up there. There you go. This is the Kickstarter. Go to the Kickstarter, contribute, and name the hat. Mm-hmm. I want to know what name wins at the end of the 20 days. I'm really curious. We've had Hatman Crothers. That one was a new one. I like that one. Hat Me at Tubman. We could do that too. Don't look at me like that, bro. You the one to be coming up with some of the crazy, and you gonna give me side eye. You gonna give me side eye. This is what we do. This ain't how this works. So this project is 20 days in. Got 20 days left before it can be fully funded. It's halfway there. So I see the pride in all of y'all for doing this. And I can honestly say I am excited for what's going to come next, especially when this is released, because I am supporting this. I am contributing to this Kickstarter. When it comes out, I'm reviewing it on my channel. So get ready.
Okay.
All right. So I'll reach out to you and go, I need y'all to come on the show. Don't be hesitating now. Don't be hesitating, because I reached out to you. So everybody, I want to say thank you to you. Amazing for. I wish we could get the whole team on there. Everyone has been instrumental in creating this, but y'all are superheroes. Spot on. Y'all are superstars. So thank you for your creative processes for creating such a beautiful thing. I mean, I'm excited for it. I'm excited for the whole project, but I have my favorites.
Oh, yay! We're crushing our enemies.
Oh my goodness. So we're gonna go start with Mimi. Where can everybody find you and support you?
I say you can find me on Instagram. You can follow me at Mimi Stencils. I also have the link to the Kickstarter in my bio as well, if you want to contribute. But you can just find me on there.
Okay. Cece?
I'm on Instagram, TikTok. I write blogs on Medium, and I have my own website, and I have a podcast, Bob's Fiction. It's been inactive. Don't yell at me about that. And I'm also on YouTube as well. Across everywhere, I'm artsy.vibes. So, yeah.
That's ARTCEE .vibes. Okay.
Yes.
Make sure y'all get it right. We're bringing up somebody named Dan. And I'm like, yes, I'm an artsy vibe. Wrong one. Yeah, they should have warned y'all about me. I'm totally unhinged sometimes. What about you, brother?
Yeah, it's me. We'll be watching. You can find me at Lord the Culture. I everywhere on social. I just love storytelling. I love being a part of it, and I love highlighting it, whether it be through writing or through music and sound. That's just my vibe. On one thing that you said, Brother Navy, you have to do whatever it is you're doing. That's why AI is not art. Because you can't microwave steak. Y'all are trying to avoid the process of getting good at what you do. You just want to be good. And we all had to start pen to paper, whatever it is, that first brush stroke, whatever it is, and build and build and build. You just want to roll out of bed and be Picasso, and no, sir, no, ma'am.
I could have put it better myself, straight up. You can use AI to assist you. Do not use AI to be creative, because that means you're not being a creative. You're just using a tool to do something that you could naturally do if you work hard enough and you apply yourself to it. Every writer, every artist, every creative in history had to put themselves through the ringer to perfect whatever they do. You got a collective right here who will be more than happy to testify to that. Artists, writers, creative thinkers. That's how that works. So I normally do this in the beginning, but I'm doing this at the end of my shows. We're going to have a Blerdicorn florist moment. This is where I get to give flowers to the people who come on here. Will knows what's up. To you, collective 3 of a team of, I believe, 5.
Mm-hmm.
Team of 5. Thank you. Thank you for being a part of this collective. Thank you for being part of the showcase. Thank you for taking this on. Whether you know it or not, the processes y'all put together to create this story wasn't easy, but you challenged yourself. And this is a shining example to others out there that if you challenge yourself, you can become better. You can be more creative. You can put something out there that other people might be afraid to do. So you might be that example. Y'all are inspirational. For that, I thank you. As a cat of the older generation, we need more of inspirational souls like y'all to do this. And this is right here. This is the shining example. So thank you. I give you your flowers and everything, and give the flowers to the other members of the team because they deserve it. And I really would love to chat with them sometime, but I cannot thank y'all enough for giving me the opportunity to chat with y'all.
We appreciate it.
Thank you
so much.
No, I appreciate y'all. So everybody, please go support this Kickstarter. I'm gonna put it up here one more time because some of y'all may not understand it. Kickstarter.com/project/Midnight Comics/The Midnight Showcase. Do not forget the dash. If you forget the dash, it's fine. Just look it up on YouTube, on Google. Go on Google because everyone wants to Google everything nowadays anyway. How about you Google supporting creatives? That's what we do here. That's what we do here on the Blerdicorn Convos. Let's see if anybody else has any wonderful things to say. There we go. Boom. Lo and behold, look who we got here. What's up, man? I don't know if it's Lloyd, Tasha, or both. So hey, it's both as far as I'm concerned. If these folks say they're proud of you, guess what? Y'all are doing good things. Y'all doing really, really good things. You didn't even need my flowers. He come up in here, just kind of putting it out there. Just saying. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me for this special edition of the Blerdicorn Convos. I will say, like I always say. So, in the meantime and in between time, as I tell all of you beautiful, sexy people to do, please continue to do this for yourselves, your loved ones, Midnight Comics, the Midnight Showcase, these amazing creators, and even me. Stay nerdy, stay geeky, and you better stay sexy. I'll see y'all later. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you once again. Take care, y'all. They're like, I don't know if I should say something. Should I say something? Yeah, you can say something. It's free range. You can say it before I close out and say, you're like, hey, bye. Thank you, Navy. You're old and everything is fine. Take care, everyone.